144 yogurts, 50 things of gravy, 116 2 liters of soda, and 40 things of feminine pads. That was one awkward checkout. These were all things that I got on my second season of TLC's Extreme Couponing when I broke the record for the highest percentage saved in one shopping trip for that season. I got a 99.9% savings. Now you might say it's against the odds for a 17-year-old kid to appear on national TV. You might say it's against the odds for anyone to be able to get an 18-foot-long receipt for nearly nothing. But that's what I did when I got $911.76 worth of stuff for 71 cents. But really, what's really screwing the odds is when you sit in front of a national news anchor, she asks you the question, what was it like growing up with a perfect life? I looked her in the eyes and I told her it was great. But in my head, I knew that I was telling a lie that I'd told my entire life. You see, when I was 8, I found my biological dad's bowl of grass clippings. Now, see, those bowl of grass clippings turned out to be marijuana. Over the next 5 years, I realized that my biological dad, was a heavy alcoholic, and he did drugs. This is something I struggled with because I didn't want friends to come over to my house to see what my dad was or what I lived like. So when I was 13, after long talks with my mom, she decided to leave him. So we left. The night that we left him, he got drunk and high, and he was in a head-on collision. He hit a Tahoe, driving who knows where. He survived, but that was the last time that I saw my dad. So okay, it's me and my mom. We're on our own. Great, we've been that way before. We can do it again. So we need somewhere to live. We move out of the house that we were in, and we move in with my grandparents. Now, my grandparents didn't have much room for us, so we shared a bed. We shared a full-size bed in one bedroom, me, 13, and my mom. Again, I can't have friends over because what kid wants to show his friends his bedroom with his mom? Not the coolest thing when you're 13. But okay, I get through it. You know what? You got to do what you got to do to take care of your family. So then we're moving on. My mom meets the guy that I'm very proud to call my dad because he chose to be my dad and he was there for me. So she moves in with him. We move out of my grandparents' house and life seems to be going good. I've got this normal family that I've always wanted, this great dad, this great father figure. And so we're living there. Everything's good. They're both working great jobs. We've got great incomes coming in. And then surprise, another screwing of the odds, my mom's pregnant. Now, I'd been an only child for 16 years. My dad was told that he could never have kids. But here we were, my mom's pregnant, and a few months after we found out, here's my little brother Diesel. Now, I love this baby to death. This baby is my world, and I would do anything for him. But to realize that bond that I now had with someone was absolutely incredible. So I thought life was on the up and up, and life was going to be great. Little did I know that a few weeks after my mom went back from maternity leave, she would lose her job. All right, well, it's okay. Dad still has a job. Well, a few weeks after that, my dad's arm was crushed in an industrial elevator. So now he's on unemployment, or on workman's comp, and my mom's on unemployment. We've got no jobs, a new baby. All right, how much worse can things get? Well, next thing I know, my grandparents died. My grandpa died, and then a few months after that, my grandma died. Now, some people might be thinking, well, that's really sad, but it's only your grandparents. Well, my grandparents were my best friends. Because remember how I didn't have those friends visiting when I was a kid because I was too ashamed? My grandparents were always there for me. So here I am. I just lost my grandparents. My parents both lost their jobs. And now we have no family in this town that we live in. So my parents informed me that they have to move. My parents are going to go look for jobs somewhere else and go be around family that can help take care of them and help take care of the baby. All right, well, on August 8th, 2010, I guess I didn't like that. It was a normal day. I just left work. I went to the bookstore. I picked up a book that I wanted to read for the summer. And then I was driving on a back road, going about 75 miles per hour, and I swerved. I didn't swerve to avoid something. I didn't swerve because there was something in the road. I swerved because I attempted suicide. On August 8th, 2010, around 4 p.m., I drove my truck into an electric pole as fast as I could. The electric pole broke in half. It fell on the cab of my truck. And the next thing I remember is jumping out the back window, jumping from the truck, and running over to a parking lot where I saw people who might be able to help me. It's kind of hazy for me for the next few parts, but the next thing I remember is an officer standing over top of me. He asked me what had happened. Well, my truck had always had brake problems, so I looked this officer straight in the eye and told him my brakes failed. No big deal. I was actually told that I was courageous for swerving to the electric pole and not hurting anyone else since my brakes had failed. I told so many people this lie that until now, only 4 people in my entire life know the truth. Until now. I'm here telling all of you, and I'm telling all of the world that on August 8, 2010, I attempted suicide. But okay, since I told that lie, no one knows how to help me, no one knows what to do. We'll get past it. But my parents are still moving, and I'm still stuck in a rut because I don't want to leave. Well, I put out a plea on Facebook, of all places, just for somewhere to stay, somewhere so I can stay with my friends. And the only person who responds is my ex-girlfriend. Well, I'm 16, and my ex-girlfriend just offered for me to move in with her and her family. Her family agreed. And all right, I'm going to live with my ex-girlfriend. So I moved in with that family and lived with them for the 15 months, rent-free. They took me in as one of their own. I called them mom and dad. I'm the luckiest guy in the world with 2 amazing sets of parents. But there's nothing more awkward than that first morning coming down from the bedroom and seeing your ex-girlfriend in her pajamas eating cereal before school. But it's okay. They reaffirmed my faith in Christ. They actually reintroduced me to church. I got baptized while I lived with them, and everything was going great again. But I really wanted to pay them back for everything that they had done for me and also try to help my family as they really hadn't found jobs yet. So I was watching TLC one day, and I saw extreme couponing. I was like, I can do that. That's not too hard, right? So I gave it a shot. My second week, I was clearing store shelves, getting things for free. Now I stand before you with TLC estimating my stockpile at $45,000. Obviously, when I applied for the show, I thought it was kind of a joke. I was like, they're never going to have a 17-year-old kid on this show that's watched by millions of middle-aged women. Little did I know that I should not tempt the fates, and TLC was on my doorstep 3 months later. That literally completely changed my life. I got to go on national media, got national attention, got coverage from all over. And all of this couponing was a way that I was able to give this family that was letting me live there rent-free everything they could need, as well as helping my family get back on their feet. So now I'm here. I'm at the greatest university in the country. I'm pledging a fraternity with brothers and pledge brothers that I absolutely love. I've got friends here on this campus that I never would have made. There are so many opportunities that I've gotten since August 8th, 2010, for me to stand here in front of you. So you know what? My story almost ended on August 8th, 2010, but it didn't. And actually, that's why I wear the semicolon on my wrist. I know you can't see it from where you are, but when an author is writing a sentence, he has the option to stop a story. But if he wants it to keep going, he puts a semicolon. And that's kind of like my life. Because my story almost ended, but it didn't. And now every moment that I get is the life after that semicolon. I keep building up items on that receipt of life. I get to keep saving it forward, as I like to call it, because everything that I do, I'm getting things for free. I'm able to donate those. I'm able to help people. Every moment that I've gotten since then, in these 3 years since I attempted suicide with my pickup truck, has been an opportunity that I've had to pay it forward to so many people. If I had died on August 8th, my little brother would have grown up without me. I wouldn't be speaking in front of you all, and I wouldn't have made the connections and bonds that I know will last a lifetime. So thank you guys for listening to me. Please pay it forward. Thank you.